So it's been a while since I did this, since I sat down in front of the camera. Oh my God. Do I even remember how to talk? Do I remember how to do any of this? Oof, I don't know. So today we are doing a long-awaited, much needed life update. And let me tell you, a lot has happened in life in the last few months and we just need to have a sit down. We need to catch up, okay? We need to have a talk. So if I were you, I would get myself comfortable. I would grab a coffee, a drink, a glass of wine, water if you prefer. I know I certainly got water. So yeah, whatever your drink of choice is, and yes, let's get into this long overdue, long awaited, much needed life update. Hi guys, my name is Tembi and on this channel I talk all about like agency nursing, travel, Australia. What else do I talk about? Finance, yep, I love a good money topic, and everything else in between. If this is your first time here, then welcome. It's nice to have you here. If this isn't your first time here, then thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. So today we are having a long overdue life update, guys. It's been a while since I sat down in front of the camera, and it's been a while since we had a proper catch up, you know, like a good old life update, and I love a good old life update. So yeah, let's get comfy and let's talk about what's been going on in life. So the first major bit of news or life update is that I've decided that I'm going to stay in Australia for at least a year and I'm not going to go back to New Zealand just yet. So how have I reached this point? In order to explain it, I do have to go back in time because I know I've had a lot of, you know, new followers, new people over here recently who don't or may not have known sort of my backstory and how I've now ended up in Australia. I moved to New Zealand back in 2021, August 2021, and I lived and worked there for 18 months. And then in April this year, I decided to leave New Zealand and to travel a bit across Southeast Asia and then come to Australia for like 3 months and then go back to New Zealand. And in fact, I was so confident that I was only going to be in Australia for 3 months that I made this video where I said this. Yes, the plan is to be in Southeast Asia for a few weeks and then to be in Australia for a few months. I don't know how long I'm going to be there necessarily. I don't have like an exact leaving date, but it's going to be a few months nonetheless because I'm planning to come from Australia back to New Zealand towards the end of the year. So yeah, as you can see in that video, I speak about how like I was only planning for Australia to be like this temporary thing that I only did for a few months before I moved back to New Zealand, but it hasn't turned out to be like that. At the time of recording this, I've actually been here for 6 months. Yes, I've been here for 6 months, yeah. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I've been here for 6 months and I'm planning to stay for at least 6 more months. But let me just tell you about why I've just come to this conclusion and my reasons why I want to stay in Australia for a little bit longer. Australia is so massive and so big and I've got like so many points on my bucket list of places I want to go in Australia, and I've only just scratched the surface. I spent some time in New South Wales. I went to Uluru, or Ayers Rock, which was absolutely beautiful, and I'm currently in Tasmania, which is also really lovely. But then I want to go to the Great Barrier Reef. I want to try Western Australia. I want to go up to the Northern Territory, like so many more things. And I'm like, do you know what? I just need a little bit more time here, just whilst I travel and have a look around. And another reason why I've decided to spend more time in Australia is just to continue to do agency nursing for a little bit longer. And by doing agency nursing and sort of having, you know, things like travel, accommodation paid for and stuff, I'm actually, you know, catching up in terms of like my finances. If I'm sort of smart about what I do, if I'm smart about how I save, invest and all that stuff, which you know I am, you know, if you know me, I'm a finance babe, okay? So I just want to save a bit more, get my finances in order. I'm on a working holiday visa. It's got 6 more months left. So I just want to, you know, maximize as much of that as possible. And if I can stay in Australia longer, which I can with, if I get like a permanent residency visa, there are so many different options for healthcare workers to get. Who on earth is texting me at this time? My sister. Anyway, I'll reply to her later. What was I saying actually? I was talking about finances and Australia and saving. yeah, visas. Yeah, so there is the option for me to get like a permanent residency visa. There are lots of different visa options. I'm still weighing up which options I want. You know, there's like the 189, 190. There are like some employer sponsored ones as well, which would be pretty good, which I'll be eligible and suitable for. Another thing which I actually just realized not too long ago was that if I get a permanent residency visa in Australia, I can also, with that visa, I can also live and work permanently in New Zealand as well. Whereas if I have a permanent residency visa in New Zealand, that doesn't translate that well to Australia, which is, I don't know why they put it like that, but yeah, so actually Australia has got at the moment a lot more like advantage in terms of like visa options, work options, finances, etc. So I'm just like, you know, let me maximize my visa, let me figure out what I'm doing, and once I know more, you know, once I apply, or if I apply for an Australian permanent residency visa, I will let you know. But yeah, with where we are right now, we are staying in Australia. The next thing I just wanted to talk about was the fact that like I'm currently in Tasmania. Like I mentioned, I'm in Hobart, Tasmania. I'm currently on my second agency nursing contract. I'm actually working in an area of nursing which I'd never done before. Like I know I've done like community nursing before, but I'd never done like community like case management, and this is what I'm doing here. So for those of you that don't know, case management is basically where you get given like a caseload of patients, and it's your job to look after them, look after any needs they have, and follow up and make sure they're not getting unwell, and if they are, you take action. Yeah, it's going quite well. I'd always said to myself that I'd never wanted to be a case manager in my life, and here I am actually liking it. So this is taking me completely out of my comfort zone. I am actually halfway through my contract now, and you know, just thinking about extending and all of that, but I will make a decision. I don't want to make any decisions like just yet, and I do want to wait until possibly like the last week or so to actually decide. Yeah, we'll see, but it's a really nice place. The team has been lovely, really welcoming, and overall I've had a good experience. And I haven't really even been filming or been on social media much over the last like month to 6 weeks or so, because I've just been trying to, you know, just like adjust. And also before I actually came to Hobart, I went to Zimbabwe. So I was in Zimbabwe from like the end of July up until like mid-August. It was about 4 weeks in total. So I went to Zimbabwe. For those of you that don't know, I was actually born in Zimbabwe, but then my family moved to England when I was 8. I hadn't actually been home in 21 years. I hadn't been back since I left when I was 8, which is actually quite embarrassing to say, because how do you like not go home after you leave as a child? So it was great to go back for that month. I had so much fun. Most of it was just like spent with like family, just like taking it all in, enjoying it. I had such a great time in Zimbabwe, and it just made me reflect. I'm like, damn, like this is amazing. Like, you know, when you go somewhere, you know, where, you know, people speak your language, and you can just be yourself, and you can just relax, and you can just be like, it was really, really good. Like I had such a good time over there in Zimbabwe. So coming from Zim straight to Hobart was a bit of an adjustment, not only because of like the climate and the weather, because Zim was like nice and warm. Hobart was like freezing at the time, and it still kind of is. And then obviously, you know, starting a new job, I was like, damn, I'm tired. I can't be filming or anything. I can't be on social media. So yeah, I've just been chilling, relaxing. So those are the main points I'd wanted to catch you guys up on. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. You're going to be seeing more videos, especially about like nursing and healthcare and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Anyway guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. I'll keep you updated if there are any further updates. But yeah, anyway guys, we'll catch up soon. Bye.